Diary of a Mad Housewife was released in 1970. This is directed by Frank Perry. It's written by Eleanor Perry, based on the novel by Sue Kaufman, and we have a cast including Richard Benjamin, Frank Langella, Carrie Snodgress, and we also have Peter Boyle. So it's because of Peter Boyle that I became aware of this and wanted to watch this, and I had no expectations. I hadn't heard of it. Having now watched it, I can say that it's tremendously boring, but it does have 7 out of 10 on IMDb across 2.5 thousand reviews and ratings, and it was nominated for an Oscar as well. It was nominated for Best Actress in a Leading Role with Carrie Snodgress, which, yes, her performance was very good, but I didn't care for this in the slightest. But it has a high rating on IMDb, so I will share why I didn't like it. But I guess the point there is that if you're curious, check it out. There is a good chance you'll like it more than I did. And I will say credit where it's due. The character writing is very, very strong. But the actual narrative is so boring. This is about, of course, our housewife. This is Tina, and she's married to Jonathan. And I have to say, Jonathan is very unlikable from the very, very beginning. The way that character is presented immediately is disgusting, and it just comes across so strong instantly, and it kind of was a really strong way to start things off. I thought, okay, this is going to be quite a powerful emotional film, and it really isn't. Tina then goes off and has an affair with somebody, and it's basically about her relationship with these men, and I guess the emotional effects, but I had, apart from that initial wow, Jonathan's nasty, really strong response, I had hardly any emotional response to this at all. It was tremendously boring. The narrative is so stale. It's definitely character driven, and the characters are very, very well written. But I just found the scenarios to be really boring. And also, while Jonathan is a very strong, nasty character, I think they could have done more with that and could have made it even more challenging to watch. It could have been even more emotional, or I guess for me, emotional at all. So I don't think the narrative was the right approach. I think the story they're telling about this titular housewife, I've just realised as well that IMDb lists this as a satire and a comedy. I'm not seeing that aspect of it. I'm certainly not seeing any comedy in this at all. Wikipedia lists it as a comedy drama, and I'm not seeing the comedy. I don't see any humour in this. Obviously, comedy is subjective, but I'm not seeing anything in this that's even remotely funny. So I think the narrative is tremendously boring. The characters are very well written, but that's not enough to save the film. Yes, the performances are brilliant. The lighting, camera work, music, all of that, absolutely fine. It is simply the narrative. It is so dull. And I just found this to be really tedious. And as I said, it got off to a really strong start. And I think maybe it didn't really escalate a lot. With this kind of film, you need things to get worse over time, so that the experience heightens and the emotions become stronger. Otherwise, it's basically just the same thing for an hour and a half, and that's what we get. So I don't think it's a very good film. I don't think Diary of a Mad Housewife is a very good story. I think the character writing is amazing, but that's not enough to save the film. But as I said, 7 out of 10 on IMDb, so if you're curious, check it out. I recommend it only so you can come to your own conclusion. If you're looking for an enjoyable film with a strong narrative, or characters that are strong enough to save a weak narrative, unfortunately, it's just not going to be that film. It's a very, very boring experience. Diary of a Mad Housewife just isn't very good, and some people seem to love it. So take everything I'm saying with a pinch of salt. I will always encourage people to watch a film if they want to and come to their own conclusion, even more so when it seems like a lot of people love it. But personally, I didn't care for it. I did not enjoy Diary of a Mad Housewife at all.